Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious show.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, welcome to the After the Show podcast. We got a punishment from Do It Bitch that we couldn't get to because things kept moving around, so maybe we'll get to that here on the ATS today. If not, we'll get a video up on our social later.
Yeah, let me go tell Sweet Denny's to keep a lookout in case we can get that done during the podcast for the good people.
Yeah,
all right.
It'd be fun to do it down here if we can. If not, we'll get it. We'll get it one time or another.
She's got to go back in there eventually. Like, what's she doing? She just, I think maybe she knows what's up.
Yeah.
She's dodging us.
What's she going to do? Stay out of her office all day?
She can't.
Yeah.
She got to go in there and work.
Right. Eventually. So it's nothing like it's anything for her. The losers, Jaybird and Denny's, have got to lick her window.
We're not licking her.
Yeah, no.
Maybe that got lost in translation.
Yeah.
I just saw her in the hallway. She's heading back to her office.
She is.
Oh, she is.
Okay.
I don't think she has any idea what's going on. She's really busy today.
Yeah, she always is running around like crazy.
She works like the hardest.
I don't think she's got any kind of goofy reports going on because they had a big meeting today, and she just looks like she's in business mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is good for us.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, we'll give her a second to get settled then.
Let her settle in, but I would try to get her quick just in case.
I agree,
she's up and at 'em today.
I've been going again. Yeah, I mean, if she's there, we can, probably go ahead and slide in and get this done.
I'd have you play Kisses Lick It Up on her podcast, but we'll get banged for that one.
I can just sing it. Lick it up, lick it up.
First you do the guitar.
I told you right now. Lick it up.
Lick it.
Lick it up.
If you wanted to play Mouth Band, I would play that for an hour with you guys. We all just do an instrument, make a song together.
Just make it all happen.
I could play that for a while.
I feel like we'd rock it.
Oh, yeah. If you're drinking, that's a fun game. Shit, if you're not drinking, it's a fun game.
Just singing, man. We love doing it. Okay, yeah. So we'll have you and Denny's go and she's got that window right there in front. You just want to get her attention, which I think licking her window will do anyway.
I figured what we would do is we'll have me and Denny's walk. We'll have Suits already with the Facebook Live going, so it's already right there. So we just walk right up there. He can get her reaction, get us licking. And
yeah, maybe you can get in a place where you can see our boss Elizabeth on it, and then you can see you guys come up, and through the window you can see her reaction to you guys licking her window.
Yeah. Is there an amount of licking you want?
I think probably a good 10 seconds.
More than 3 minutes. Does it get awkward?
And then you can just stop, wave to her, and then just walk away. And then we'll go clean the window afterwards. Of course. And then it should all be good, and she should be weirded out. We should have good video, and that's all we have to do. So.
Should I be weirded out? I can't promise on the good video part.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so whenever the crew is ready to do this,
lick it up.
yeah, Suits can fire it up, and then we can go get this thing done if she's in her office.
Yeah, Sweet Denny's, just come and grab me when you're feeling the mood to lick it.
Okay. I think, Suits is getting serious. He's putting his jacket coat back on.
Well, that's when you know he's about to fuck shit.
Oh, yeah, it's hardcore.
All hands on deck, babe.
You know what? That's like his cape.
It's his cape.
Well, sometimes every now and then he'll be walking around these hallways. He has his jacket off and no tie. Goes, Suits, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Kids might be walking around these parks.
Yeah, this ain't Casual Friday.
Yeah, you act like it's Disney World up in here.
Suits anything less than a suit, it's like he's naked. It's
You don't
so-
get
like,
Casual
whoa.
Friday.
No, yeah, I don't want some family driving up from Port St. Lucie to get some tickets, and these kids go, Daddy, why does the Suits have his blazer on?
Yeah, I saw him one time in his short pants. And
It does.
That is weird.
It's bizarre. Him and Denny's. Denny's never wears shorts. Even when I'm
Yeah,
hanging out
right.
with him till 9 p.m. at night, Denny's keeps jeans on.
Yeah.
But every now and then, on a Saturday morning, he will have the shortest shorts on with the whitest legs.
Denny's and Suits shouldn't have legs.
Denny's looks like he's got fake legs.
Not even real, huh?
Got the mannequin legs.
Okay. All right. Well, you can go see. Why don't we do a quick check? And if Elizabeth's in her office, I know Denny's would like to get it out of the way and over with. So we can do that and pay off that do it bitch punishment.
You guys aren't going to really hear much. You're just going to hear a little bit.
Yeah, well, hopefully if I can keep an eye on it, too, I'll give a little commentary here.
And don't worry, we'll be
What's
singing
going on?
Lick It Up with our mouths.
You also, if you are a licker, you don't have to make that much noise. Some people, when they lick, like, you don't have to make audible noise.
No, I just heard she's going to notice that you're out there be like, what are they doing?
Well, maybe for this punishment, we make audible noises, but I'm just saying licking in general.
Not normal.
You don't have to always be.
No, in fact, it makes it more gross. I mean, licking already something is kind of gross, but if you're making a lot of noise on top of it, yeah, it's pretty disgusting, actually. So, all right, let's see. We got some emails to get to here as well on the show. This is from Janelle in Jupiter. Said, I want to ask Jaybird about the weird sensation he has mentioned. He got in his nose when he lost his sense of smell. I had COVID back in February after the feeling like crap part. One day my entire nasal. Oh, there you go. Just on cue.
Bless you.
Weird.
Yeah, she's mentioned your nose and you sneeze.
That's weird.
After the feeling like crap part, one day my entire nasal passage felt numb. It was the weirdest sensation. I could not smell or taste after that. Then a couple days later, I was able to smell and taste again. Then, bam, my nose would go numb and I could no longer smell or taste. This went on for a couple of weeks. I can now smell and taste just fine. I talked to my doctors about the numb nasal passage, and they were dumbfounded. I'm just curious if that's what Bird is talking about, since I have not heard anyone else describe that.
The only thing I can say is I know it starts to happen because I feel like it affects my breathing a bit. Mm-hmm. And it's a weird sensation in my nose, and it triggers what ends up happening. It kind of triggers a panic attack for me because I'm having a tougher time breathing. I'm going to make another doctor appointment just to do some double checking stuff. I have to first find a doctor, Kevin, because my doctor dropped me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she dropped our insurance.
Yeah.
It's causing me major stress in my life.
Well, I called 2 other doctors because I wanted to just get a health or just a regular checkup.
Yeah.
And the 2 places I called were backed up. They couldn't see me for 3 months.
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
Yeah, I know. Like our next appointment. So that was 2 that I called. And then, because you have to call ones that are under our plan. You know what I mean?
It's exhausting.
It kind of is exhausting.
And it sucks because then you have to form a new relationship. You've got this doctor that knows everything about you and all your medical quirks and tweaks. And
and I'm the kind of person, I like a sweet soul type of doctor. I don't like dicky doctors. Some doctors are pricky and cold.
Dicky doctor.
And they're just very business. I like a little bit of the
little bedside manner.
Yeah,
We
I
had
do.
that.
I do.
Our doctor was like a grandmother. She was so tender and so sweet and so awesome.
Well, for a lot of people, even up to the dentist level, people don't like going to do medical shit. They're nervous. You're telling them stuff about stuff they've been wondering about.
Yeah.
So when you're a prick about stuff and you act like you should already know it, it's weird.
Right.
I mean, we've all had a pricky doctor before.
Everybody has, I think, and it makes you feel weird.
Have you had a pricky doctor before?
No, I think they've all been pretty cool.
Really? You've never had a dick doctor? Dr.
Dick? No.
Dr. Dick.
I don't think I have.
Yeah,
Luckily.
he gives it to you.
Very fortunate. He said, Bird, keep wearing your pizza gear, too, and I hope you get your taste buds back soon.
Yes, and weird people who believe in the pizza stuff, stop email. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I get it. You think pizza's bad and you think I'm a pedophile. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you got to separate the two. Somebody did send a report that was really kind of interesting. It was a CBS affiliate. Some guy had gone out and kind of did the work on the whole Pizzagate thing that was out there and the symbolism of like pedophilia and whatever, and there's a Comet Pizza in Washington, D.C., and yeah, there were some interesting things that went along with it. But is everybody in D.C. a pedophile? And if you wear pizza, does that make you a pedophile? It shouldn't, and you should be able to wear pizza emblems and be okay.
Yeah, well, it's not like the people that were saying it were messing with me. They were legit saying, Bird, do the research. You're wearing piece of shit. Clearly, you're involved in some bad shit.
Yeah.
Even though you don't think you are, you're involved in some... All right, whatever. Can I eat my...
But you've loved pizza for a long time.
They can blow me.
This is not about that.
And if there's a sick, twisted group that's into pedophilia and they've got a few hidden symbols that they like to put in things to communicate to one another, that's their thing. I'm not going to let it change how I live my life.
I'm not a big fan ton of people on the internet or whatever starting something to ruin something that's universal. Even with the OK symbol, people started to do that, like you were talking about on the internet, to make it something it's silly.
It's silly.
You shouldn't let people fucking dictate that
then they're going to eventually take everything off the table, and you can't make any gesture or say anything without it having an association to somebody else.
If you wear a beard, you clearly want to eat people.
Yeah. So I think that's really what it comes down to is wear your pizza stuff.
And don't fuck with my pizza.
Yeah.
Fuck with anything else.
Don't fuck with my pizza, and also don't fuck with children.
I
We're
agree.
against pedophilia, but we're pro pizza. You can be both.
Well, that's what someone was trying to twist it to where go fuck yourself.
This man has been wearing pizza clothes since I met him.
Thank you.
So, like, just for you now to say all of a sudden the definition has changed, get the fuck out of
Thank
here.
you, Virginia.
Josh sent an email so to put together some modern day egg rolls this weekend, and one of the bird's opinion. I made 3 kinds: Philly cheesesteak, cheese dog, and smoked Gouda mac and cheese. The smoked Gouda was my least favorite because the smoked Gouda is such a bully ingredient, but the other 2 were awesome. What kind of sauce options do you serve with these kind of egg rolls?
I love that they're doing the modern day egg roll.
I love
There's the
it.
photos of the egg rolls, which coincidentally look a lot like vaginas.
That looks like a vagina.
Maybe you need to get laid, guys.
No, that looks like a vagina. I'm sorry, Virginia. That looks like a fried vagina.
What kind of sauce do you put with your fried vagina?
Something real tangy.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour.
Yeah, I think sweet and sour would go great with pussy.
Fish sauce.
And there's the hot dog one,
Ooh.
which also looks kind
Did you
of
put the hot dog one in the pussy pocket of the first egg roll?
Well, that's weird
Yeah.
because the egg roll on the right looks like a vagina, and the one on the left looks like a butthole, kind of. That's crazy.
How about that?
Very sexual foods
It
there.
really is very.
Or are you just horny and hungry?
I'm definitely hungry.
So yeah, do you have certain sauces that you do with your egg rolls?
I love a duck sauce, and I
Duck,
love duck sauce, and I like sweet and sour sauce when it comes to my Chinese food.
Duck sauce is awesome.
I love duck. I bought the biggest bottle of it.
So
and then dropped
good.
it.
Yeah, oh, that's terrible.
You dropped
I
it.
told you about that.
Yeah.
Shattered.
It shattered that market right by my house. I mean, I've never seen a bottle or a jar of duck sauce this fucking big. It was the size of a bowling ball.
Breaking anything in the Asian market is the worst thing you can do.
It was.
Because they do not take kindly to people like you. You break something in Publix, they're fine with it. They'll clean it up. It's all good. They apologize to you.
They were pissed, and it was weird because the more I apologized, the more pissed they got.
yeah, you
Yeah.
just got to get out of there.
I realized.
You're
Yeah.
lucky you made it out without some kind of bodily harm.
Well, I just realized your apology is not going well. The line is mounting.
Get out.
Get the fuck out, bird. Get out.
They do not play at the Asian market. And they're like, ugh, disgusted with you.
With that said, though, I want to go back and get their duck sauce looked amazing.
You can go back, but you have to go in costume now.
say-
So they don't recognize you.
I keep doing that a lot these days. I'm buying stuff in costume.
You got so many costumes. I mean, you should be able to come up with something.
How many stores do you have to go in costumes so they don't recognize you?
I just go to the one store I really do go in with. I go in with my mask. I make sure my hair's real long and I have glasses on because the guy, not even from the radio, he just knows me from being a customer at his shop.
Yeah.
And it's the worst experience. I can't explain it. It internally makes me want to jump out of my skin. So now I act like I'm country.
How y'all doing?
I told you about this. I told you about it.
Hey, where y'all keep the Doritos?
I'm like, excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I could not get any? Oh yeah, and then I forget that I'm supposed to have an accent. Like, oh no, shit.
Oh no, my bad.
It's exhausting. It's a store I have to go to, unfortunately.
Yeah, what else are you going to do? Question for the hostess, Virginia, says, I'm planning a surprise birthday party for my husband, and I have hit a roadblock. The question of a cash or open bar. I've planned to put on events for a while, but it has always been a self-serve bar situation, and I can keep the cost under control doing it that way. But for this event, I'm doing it at a venue that requires that we use their bar, so the price per drink is going to be much higher. I am expecting around 75 to 100 people, some coming in from out of town. And my question for the resident hostess, Virginia, is it too tacky to do 3 drinks per person, then they buy their own? I'd like to not completely blow my entire budget on the bar bill. Not to mention, I'd like for people to not get completely hammered and potentially drive. Help, I'm stuck on what to do.
Okay, so I just had a party and I too wanted to keep control of the bar so it wouldn't get out of hand. So as opposed to limiting the amount of drinks, I limited the type of drinks that people were going to be able to get at the open bar. I did it at a Spanish restaurant. So we gave people the option of wine, sangria, or beer.
Okay.
If you make those the choices, and you can do wine and beer, you can do wine and champagne and beer, you can do something like that. As soon as you go into the liquor, that's when it starts to get expensive. But you can really negotiate if you just say the open bar is beer, wine, and champagne, or beer, wine, and sangria. It can be a lot more affordable with the venue.
Okay.
The tricky thing about the number of drinks, then you got to give people tickets. And then you got to watch, because some people aren't going to use their tickets and they're going to give them to other people. And it's going
Right.
to be chaos with the tickets. And the bar might not even want to do the ticket redemption thing because it's a pain in the ass for the bartender.
A wise man once told me, if you're going to get married, don't.
It's not
Okay.
a wedding.
Well, whatever.
I was going to say,
not
has
a
nothing to do
wedding.
with marriage.
Still, a wise man told me that.
Okay. All right.
Anything else you want to say that's not on topic?
I love cheese. Still good, still powerful advice, though.
It is
gonna
good.
get
Don't
married.
get married and eat cheese.
If you're going to get married, don't.
He is on point with his advice.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Caitlin from Tucson, but moving to Tampa next month, said I was listening to Friday's Misconnections, and it's always entertaining / concerning how creepy and socially disconnected people are. Speaking of weird messages on platforms that are trying to connect people who want to get laid, I was wondering if there are any updates on Jaybird's Dinky One profile that Virginia set up for him.
I think I don't. Something's gone on. I'm not getting any messages anymore. I think
Oh,
something.
damn.
Yeah, they either changed or.
I only got you a 1-year membership because it was pricey. So maybe it expired.
Oh, wow.
Well, the Dinky One in the beginning, it seemed like it was a legit website. I think something went on with that thing where it got overtaken or it got weird.
Tiny dick, big membership price.
Yeah, all of those things. Well, I think what those dating sites do, they get you in with, oh yeah, it's free or just $1.99 to join, but you don't get in their algorithms.
Right.
Even I
you got to
think-
be a gold member,
Yes.
silver member, like different level.
Even on Tinder, I think they got that where you can be a VIP member and it gives you more because they realize it's a business and people are going to pay for that.
oh, yeah. And they realize they need to make money.
Yeah, and
But they trick you in the beginning. It is free.
Okay.
yeah, but I think for you to have any kind of success, it's all a big fucking scam unless you want to pay. If you pay, I think you can find somebody that you can be compatible with. I know at least 2 people that were on sites like that where they did the VIP stuff and they met people and they're still together with them. Where they had a internet relationship first and then they got married after even.
From the Tiny Penis website?
No, just from I don't think they're looking for love on the Tiny Penis site.
They're looking for humiliation and degradation.
I'm not sure what they're looking for.
You told me that some of those tiny penis guys want you to yell at them and tell them they have a tiny penis.
Well, you have to have, for that site, you have to have a legit tiny penis. My penis was like way too big for it.
Bragger.
No, it sounds like I'm bragging, but it's more to paint what they're looking for. They're looking for people erect no more than 2 inches, no more than 3 inches. If you're 3 inches, they're like, okay, we'll let you in. But they want really, really nubby type penises.
We'll let you in, but just the tip.
Yeah, maybe you can play with your balls or something, but we don't know. You're not one of us. It's bizarre.
Interesting. We've learned a lot here today.
Yeah.
All because you signed me up for that against my will.
Yeah.
It kind of gave me some good material.
Yeah. Had this poll up. You can go and sound off on for the best chicken nuggets. Somebody else had done their own poll, so we said, hey, we're going to do ours too. So our poll has got, just like theirs did, the Chick-fil-A nuggets in first place, 42% of the vote. In fact, it mirrors a lot of what they did. Wendy's spicy nuggets, second place, 22% of the vote. And McDonald's chicken nuggets in third place with 19% of the vote. That was exactly what their 1, 2, 3 was in order.
Only thing I'll say about some of these chicken items you're talking about, as they taste good. You ever eat a chicken nugget and get a ball, like a rubbery ball in the meat?
Cartilage.
It's cartilage.
Oh, it really kind of. At that point, you've been to the puppet show and you're seeing the strings.
Yeah.
And it kind of ruins the meal. And I always
know.
feel like it's on the last nugget. It's always on the last nugget.
But if you're eating the meat, you just got to know sometimes you get a little cartilage with the meat.
I'm sorry, some fast food restaurants don't have cartilage in their meat. Some do. The other ones need to learn how to do it.
I accidentally get cartilage all the time when I'm sucking on a chicken wing,
That's different.
but then I spit it out. And you just got to do it with a nugget.
You signed up for bone and gristle and all that bullshit with
Yeah.
a wing. I understand that. When you have fast food places that don't have gristle in their chicken and other places do,
Yeah.
the ones that got gristle need to make the adjustment, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Who wants to eat a fucking gristle ball with their nugget?
I mean, I'm not that big of a princess when I get down on my nuggets.
Well, maybe I'm just a nugget pussy.
Maybe you are a bitch-ass nugget eater.
No, I'm standing up for what's right with these nuggets. I give some the things you defend is so bizarre to me.
I'm just looking for a fight.
Fuck this.
Here's where our list is a little bit different. They've got PDQ nuggets at 4, 10% of the vote.
They have really good sauces.
PDQ has a really good menu. I like PDQ.
And then they got the Popeyes chicken nuggets at 5.
I haven't even had them yet. They're brand new.
Yeah, so that's our top 5 according to KVJ Nation. So top 3 are the same as the Uprocks list, but the 4 and 5 are different. If you want to go vote on that, go to kvjshow.com.
Who was it that said mozzarella sticks earlier today?
Virginia.
Oh my gosh, they've been taunting my thoughts. I've got mozzarella on the brain.
We were talking about Drive Shack. I like to golf and eat mozzarella sticks. And you said that it happens on fancy golf courses where they drive them out to you.
Well, it's another one of those foods where it could be done so great or it can be shitty. They can have watered down marinara sauce. You ever get that with the sauce? You look in the cup and there's
Yes.
a fucking marinara ocean in there.
There's like condensation on top.
It's marinara pre-cum. I hate it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want water in my marinara, but there's a type where when you bite it, the cheese goes so nice and slow.
Okay.
It breaks apart nice.
I like how you're saying it. Nice and sexy.
Yeah. The shell, the outside of it's cooked. It's fried.
Okay.
It doesn't taste freezer burnt.
No, it's delish.
Fuck, we might have to have a mozzarella stick party today.
Let me see here. Are we checking in with the
Let's do it.
boss lady?
Denny's is ready.
Is that about,
Is she in her office?
I think so. Who knows how long she's gonna.
yeah. Okay. Well, if we've got that all set up,
All right, guys.
let's go on ahead and do this here.
I'll see you guys on the other
Get it
side.
fired up.
Good luck.
Yeah. Get it fired up. Okay, you can watch this on KVJ TV, and if you're just listening to the podcast, we'll get the video posted on social media too.
It'll be on Facebook Live.
Yeah. Okay.
Make it real wet, bird.
Okay, so he's going to go down there. The punishment is from Do It Bitch earlier. He and Denny's wound up. Slim loss that they had today.
Heartbreaking loss.
But for that, they have to go down and lick the window in our boss's office as she's sitting there at her desk. So we'll get to see that happening on
right.
KVJ TV. They're going
I
to
think they're live.
Okay. Got it live.
Oh, yep,
Okay,
there they
let's-
are. I see them
okay.
going down the hall.
Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. Yeah, there they are. Got some people checking that out. Okay. Pointing off to the side. Okay, they got a plan of attack. There's like the cubicle farm there is amazingly large.
Oh, they're going
Okay.
in.
Okay, so there they go. There you can see the cubicle farm. They're coming around. Bird's going one direction. Denny's is going the other. The window, the blinds are open into the office.
She's just watching them lick
And
her
she's-
window.
yeah. Okay. All right, there they are.
I think she's trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Just licking.
Oh, they're waving to her. That's sweet.
She was for a good 10 seconds not even noticing that you guys were licking the window.
That just shows you how much weird stuff goes on around here.
She was crunching numbers or something. She was in mid-crunch.
It was a solid 10 plus seconds. She's just looking at her computer and not even noticing. She's licking away.
I had to do the to get her attention.
Yeah, she was so whatever. I mean, she's down there. She's doing the heavy lifting around here. But
people in our chat room goes, why can't we see the video? I think you had to go to social media, right?
Facebook Live.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Facebook Live, it was on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it wasn't on the KVJ TV.
And
so it's there.
If it broke, if for some reason you never know when it goes Facebook Live, the reception can go out and then people get all pissed off.
No,
I saw the whole video.
It was clear.
Okay.
It was good the whole time.
So do we pay it off or do we go do
no,
it?
you're good.
Sure we pay off
you're
this
good. That's
shit?
exactly what it was. Yeah, that worked out. Sorry, I did think that was going to be on KVJ TV.
We do need to go back and wipe that window, though. I got a lot of saliva on there.
Yeah. We'll go clean her window. So
We'll go Windex it.
That's the least we can do.
I had a coworker watch it, and as I'm running back to the podcast, she goes, "I hope you get the flu." I go, "Oh, okay." And so you didn't like
Love
it?
you too.
You didn't like it? Fell flat for you?
I hope you get the flu.
Yeah. As I'm running back, I was like, "Damn! I just had fucking COVID."
Wow.
weeks ago.
Yeah. And now I add fun to everything, don't they?
I mean, I don't know what else I was supposed to do. I mean, anything else, I felt like it would have been borderline sexual harassment.
Yeah. I think we're good there. Okay. All right. You can go see it. It's up on the Facebook page, KVJ Show Facebook page right now.
The people who don't know what's going on, they just sees it because it's a little confusing. You guys have gone too far. This is how people die. When people don't know the context of the bit.
Let me see. Other stuff that is going on. Today is the day that I guess they're going to get the autopsy results on the body that could be Gabby Petito's. It's going on. Just still kind of an odd story. And every single day it seems to take another wrinkle and there's something more to it. They gave up the search for her fiance, Brian Laundrie. They are just like, it's too big of an area there, that Carlton Reserve in Northport. And they said, forget it. So
That motherfucker is not in that place.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He put his car there and he's
Yeah.
somewhere else.
I mean, that's what I would do. If I was a murder on the lam, I'm over here, guys. Look. Sure, I'm going the other way.
No, what had happened was, his family found his car abandoned there, but apparently the family had initially left the car there so that Brian could drive it back, but they returned to retrieve it and then filed a missing persons report. And I even saw a little blurb, too, that I think they're looking at possibly filing some kind of charges against the family if it all goes down. Like
Because if they aided and abetted.
Well, I mean, the fact that the dude came back and you have, 10 days before they reported anything about Gabby missing, and if that turns out to be her body and they are just like, oh, okay, well, we won't say anything and report anything.
Did you hear there was a 911 call yesterday that was released of just a dude on the street in his car out and about, and he saw Brian and he saw Gabby, and they were apparently having a domestic dispute on the street, and he was hitting her.
Yes.
And they were running and screaming and yelling, and then they got back in the van and drove away. But, I mean, it was at least getting physical.
Yeah. He had reported it, and he had said that, I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate white van. And then he said, they just drove off. They're going towards Main Street. And he said he was slapping her, the sheriff asked. He said, yes. And then we stopped. They ran down and up the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off. So that is another wrinkle there. So.
Gosh, you just wish that these two would have got away from each other, because it sounds like it was building for a bit. Mm-hmm. And when the cop, talked to them, and there's the body cam footage to back it up, the cop said, you guys need to go your separate ways. Brian, you go your way. Gabby, you go your way. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe they didn't take the advice.
Yeah. Well, I think it was just too much in that car together. And then there are all those stories start coming out about, friends who were trying to tell her to get away from him and they didn't like him and blah, blah, blah. And so, that's all starting to, every day there's another wrinkle. And I think the news is digging deep because they realize we got a gold mine with this story. Everybody's watching it.
Oh, this is the media's wet dream. They love it. This is going to be podcast and Datelines and all that bullshit.
These are the kind of things that they do. They'll do a deep dive podcast about it and get the whole story of what's going on. So, today you'll at least probably have another wrinkle. It's amazing how it times out, though, isn't it? Like every day there's another chapter, another layer.
Again, and even if there's not, they're going to sell it like there is. Now it's going to be so over the top about ratings.
Yeah.
That's what happened with the Casey Anthony stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff became a ratings fucking... They got really good ratings for that thing.
And then it seems like every day you got a different little wrinkle that kind of keeps people tuning back in.
When it comes to some of these stories, there's what else is there to talk about? You know what I mean? I feel terrible about the girl, but there's only so many details you can go over.
Well, have these.
As of this morning at 9 a.m., they're still looking for him.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
They called it off, then they called it back on this morning at 9 a.m. to go look for him in that same place.
Yeah, and to your point, Jaybird, talking about, this is just what's in the news cycle. Remember, I think it was 9/11. You had that, remember the story of the missing intern? She worked for a congressman or something like that, and I think 9/11 happened, and everybody was all about that story.
Yes, I do
and
remember
then 9/11
this.
happened.
It was Levy. Was it Levy?
Yes. And, it's 20 years ago, so my memory...
Chandra Levy.
Chandra Levy, that's what it was.
Yeah. And it was like this Gabby Petito story. Everybody was on everything that happened. Then 9/11 drops, and it completely kicked it out of the news cycle. And it was months, and we never really got back to it. The people are going, yeah, whatever happened to that Chandra Levy? Like, that was everything.
They did. They reopened that, though. I remember them reopening. You're right, though. It took the eye off the ball for a minute.
Yeah. So there you go. So it's an interesting... story, and that's you're right to that point. It's all that's in the news, but it does beg the question too. I mean, taking a cross country trip that would be tough, I think, on any relationship. It could be great, but you never know. There's a lot of relationships that, after a while, man, you could really start grinding on each other's nerves.
That's one of those honeymoon phase type of things you won't want to do. Don't take that cross country trip when you guys don't like each other.
Yeah, if it's a rocky relationship, that's not how you're going to bring it together.
Mm-hmm.
But a road trip with the right people or person,
sure,
to me is so totally awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be good. It's just being with the right person.
You have to know everyone's moods, because if you're traveling with people who are moody, they are up and down, and they I don't want to do this, or that's going to be tough to travel with. You got to almost have an adventurous spirit if you're going cross country.
You need fun, loving, relaxed, just people who are like going by the seat of their pants. If you don't have the right personalities on a road trip, it can be a disaster. Where if you have somebody that loves to bitch and they just, it's miserable. But if you get the right personalities in a car with the right music, right snacks, the right plan, it's amazing. It's the best thing ever.
If you make a wrong turn or something goes wrong, you look at it more as an adventure and not, something going wrong.
We're exploring.
Yeah, that
instead of I'm pissed off that we're lost.
I've been in a car on a road trip where people are, let's just explode. Oh, happy accident. We'll go down this road, and people were on a schedule, and it's fucking awful. Like Magnolia, you wanted to stay and stay back by the Rocky Mountains and do all some fun shit. She wanted to come back home.
Choose your buzzkill.
She was the buzzkill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to go in on Mags or anything. Don't tell her I said that.
I don't care. Go in. Got to keep these kids in line.
Go in hard. Go in hard, man.
Virginia's all about it. So.
Don't mess with my vacay, baby.
Yeah, you go right ahead, my man. All right. Well, again, if you want to see the video, go to the KVJ Show Facebook page. You can see Jaybird and Denny's licking our boss's window. We'll probably need to go clean that up now. So.
It's dried now, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, we still need to clean it.
All right. You guys have a great Tuesday. We will see you back here tomorrow.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.